Tyreek Hill has challenged DK Metcalf to a race. $50,000 for charity between the Seahawks wide receiver and the Dolphins new wide receiver. Let me know down in the comments who would win in a race. Tyreek Hill, type TH, or DK Metcalf, type DK. Welcome into Dolphins Today. I am your host, Will Scott, and we have an exciting show planned. We're going to begin the show talking about the possibility of the Dolphins signing Jadeveon Clowney. Could they be a sleeper team in the Clowney sweepstakes? Maybe a more realistic option, though, for the Dolphins, signing Hightower, who, of course, has been a Patriot his entire career. And then we will end the show talking about Tyreek Hill against DK Metcalf, a potential race in the coming weeks. Let's begin today's show talking about arguably the top NFL free agent remaining. That would be Jadeveon Clowney, who Tom Downey of Chat Sports, our NFL expert here, has listed as a potential fit with the Dolphins. Now, of course, the Dolphins have really wanted this guy in years past. They tried to trade for him in 2019 with the Houston Texans. He wanted more money than the Dolphins were willing to give him. The Dolphins offered him $17 million a year. He wanted $20 million. The trade didn't happen. They also pursued him in free agency in 2020. That didn't happen either. He went on to sign with the Cleveland Browns. So you look at this over and over again. The Dolphins have wanted Jadeveon Clowney, maybe third time's the charm. They haven't been linked to Clowney a lot. However, Jadeveon Clowney, the top NFL free agent left, and the Dolphins definitely have the cap space to get him. So do you want to sign Jadeveon Clowney, who, of course, is coming off a stellar season with the Cleveland Browns last year? Type Y for yes or N for no down in the comments. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So when you're hit with an ad break, go down. Let me know what you think. Like I said, he had a really, really good season last year for Cleveland, and this coming off of two mediocre seasons in years past. He didn't look like the same player in Tennessee, in Seattle, but he looked really, really good with the Cleveland Browns, like the Jadeveon Clowney that we saw with the Houston Texans. 9 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 37 tackles. He was one of the best defenders in the AFC last season. Before we get into more about Clowney, go down, hit that big red sub button, because we're going to keep you updated on any new Dolphins news and rumors. Help us reach a milestone by getting to 25,000 subscribers. Talking more about Clowney, look, the Dolphins really do not need Jadeveon Clowney. Yes, he's a great football player. Yes, the Dolphins have the cap space to get him, but that Dolphins defensive line right now is really, really solid. You just locked up Christian Wilkins for the next 2 seasons by picking up his 5th-year option. You just re-signed Emmanuel Ogbah. That being said, Clowney would be unbelievable and would really bolster this Dolphins defense. And the Dolphins are really trying to take pride in their edge rushers. That's why they locked up Christian Wilkins. That's why they re-signed Emmanuel Ogbah. That's why they've gone after and met with Melvin Ingram in free agency. And that's why signing, I think, Melvin Ingram, Akeem Hicks, or Carlos Dunlap in free agency, 3 names that we have seen linked to the Dolphins a lot, would be much more likely. Clowney would be great. I think the Dolphins might be a sleeper team for Clowney. He has yet to sign. I think Cleveland probably the most likely destination for him. Those 3 names below would be cheaper and I think more realistic options for the Miami Dolphins. But if they do sign Clowney, would that make the Dolphins the best defensive line in the National Football League? Raekwon Davis, Clowney. It would be a stellar couple of guys you got on that defensive line with Christian Wilkins and Ogbah as well. Type 1 for yes or type 2 for no down in the comments section. Let's get into another name that has been linked to the Dolphins. That would be Hightower, Patriots linebacker, who is currently a free agent, listed by Tom Downey as a potential fit with the Miami Dolphins. But when you look at this guy, yes, he's had a really good career, but he had a career worst, $53.7 PFF grade last season, and he didn't even play in 2020. Linebacker, we've talked about it a lot. It's definitely one of the Dolphins' team needs. However, after drafting Channing Tindall, it's not as big of a team need as it was last week. Channing Tindall, one of the best linebackers in the draft class, was a projected early second-round pick by Mel Kiper Jr. You got him 102nd overall. Mentioned how Hightower didn't have a great season last season. Didn't really put up the numbers that we once saw. 64 tackles, 15 games started. He did start every single game he played in. Yeah, he's aging, but he still had a pretty big impact on that Patriots defense last season. But like I said, a career-worst PFF grade. Now, with the Dolphins drafting Channing Tindall, with them drafting Cameron Good, a 7th-round pick that I think has a really good chance of making the Dolphins roster, I think that makes it fairly unlikely that the Dolphins are going to add another linebacker. I think it's far more likely that they sign J.C. Tretter or an edge rusher. I think they feel good about what they have at linebacker right now. And on top of that, Dante Hightower might be washed. And I know he's considered to be one of the top NFL remaining free agents, but he didn't play in 2020. He opted out because of COVID. He had arguably the worst season of his career in 2021. Do you really want to pay this guy to come in when you already feel pretty good about your linebacker room, when you have a lot of really good young linebackers, bringing in a veteran who might be washed like Hightower? I don't know how I feel about that. I would rather pay an edge rusher, an offensive lineman, or even a running back before I'm giving Dante Hightower any money. Let's get into this story that has developed in the last 24 hours. Tyreek Hill against DK Metcalf in a race. Before I talk about that, though, you need to go get your Tyreek Hill jersey. If you think Tyreek would beat DK in a race, go support our guy Tyreek by getting his jersey at chatsports.com/Tyreek. That's my favorite right there. A little throwback and then some aqua as well. They got a couple more jerseys as well. chatsports.com/Tyreek to pick up your Tyreek Hill Dolphins jersey. So here's what DK Metcalf said on Shannon Sharp's podcast. I got a different type of speed. There's cheetah speed, but I got DK speed. That's just me. Shannon Sharp tweeted Tyreek. You got 24 hours to respond. He responded instantly saying this: put up $50K and the money goes to any charity you want if you win. I DM'd you. You was scared. I got receipts. Our guy Tyreek clapping back at DK Metcalf. Let me ask again. Who you got in this race between Tyreek Hill and DK Metcalf if it goes down? I think DK is scared. I think he's running from Tyreek. I don't know if the race is going to happen, but if it does happen, who would win? Type TH for Tyreek Hill or type DK for DK Metcalf? DK's going to get dusted here, and here's why. Tyreek Hill has a faster 40-yard dash time at the combine. These are the two combine official times. Tyreek Hill, his career top speed, 23.24 miles per hour, faster than DK Metcalf's top speed. And I think a lot of people are going to say, man, DK almost made the Olympic team. He was doing the Olympic trials. He finished dead last at the Olympic trials with a 10:37 100-meter dash. And look, DK, I give him credit for going for it, trying to make the Olympic team. It's really impressive that he was at the Olympic trials. But look what Tyreek was doing in high school. He ran a much faster 100-meter dash in high school than DK did when he was trying to make the Olympic team. No question about it. Tyreek Hill, the fastest wide receiver, the fastest player in the National Football League. DK Metcalf would be no match for him. And man, if this race happens, get your popcorn ready because Tyreek is going to dust DK Metcalf. I really hope this race happens, and it would be for a good cause, DK. Come on. $50,000 to a charity of your choice. I really hope this race goes down. It would be a lot of fun to watch two of the fastest players in the league go head-to-head. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at WillScott44. I'll be talking about this Tyreek race. I'll be talking about J.C. Tretter, other Dolphins rumors I see as well. So go hit me with a follow on Twitter at WillScott44. Have a great weekend, Dolphins fans. This has been Will Scott.